How's it going out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse, and I am back for another comic book video. And yes, I am wearing my original Star Wars Santa hat. Yeah, Star Wars. It goes along with my Star Wars stocking. Look at that. Yoda, Han, Chewie, R2, C-3PO. It's awesome. The only thing that's missing is the Millennium Falcon. Anyways, I am back for another Golden Age superhero where we're going to be doing Canadian superheroes. Now, if you missed my first video, then you missed out on the exposition of what we're doing. So, since I don't need to rehash what we're doing, go ahead and watch the first video of Canadian superheroes and you'll know what we're doing with this one. I've got 4 more heroes to get into. Now, just like with the Golden Age comics in the US, there are more male superheroes than there are female. So there's a lot of them. We're going to go ahead and get through some of them today. So here we go with the, I guess we can call it part 2 of the Canadian superheroes. Let's see if we can find a little more information on these ones than the last ones. And then tell me what you think about these characters in the comment section. And if we should do Golden Age Spotlight reviews on them. If this channel survives the purge of the new year. I don't know all the details, but we'll see if we survive. And if we do, we can go Golden Age Spotlights on some of these characters. So, here we go with part 2 of the Canadian superheroes. Coming in first in this is Sgt Chinook, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. His real name is unrevealed, but his last name does appear to be Chinook. Now, he's not to be confused with anybody named Captain Chinook. He actually came first. Sgt Chinook first appeared in Big Bang Comics number 2 in 1941. The publication was Maple Leaf Publishing. Now, he is a normal human and he is a Mountie. Now, if you look at his outfit, it is very similar to the RCMP outfit, which is Royal Canadian Mounted Police, but he is not part of them. He is actually part of the BCPD, which is the British Columbian Police Department. Now, their outfits are very similar, but there is a difference. Now, in the 1940s, there was the 2 different police departments. In the 1950s, the RCMP would absorb the BCPD. So if Sgt Chinook was still around then he would become part of the RCMP. I know, I'm going into a lot. He does not have any superpowers. He is a skilled fighter, and he is an expert in surviving in the Canadian wilderness. It appears that Sgt Chinook was created by John St. Abels. Sgt Chinook was often tasked with doing the most dangerous of missions, and he would appear periodically through the annals of the Big Bang Comics by Maple Leaf Publications. I can't get a number on how many he appeared in, but he would appear in Volume 1 and Volume 2 and was in a number of issues. Coming in next, Commander Steele. Commander Steele, Jack Steele, first appeared in Grand Slam Volume 3, Number 9 in 1944. The publication was the Anglo-American Publishing Company's Ltd. Now, this Commander Steele is not to be confused with the Commander Steele from DC comic books. This is a different individual. He is a human mutate, part of the International Police Organization. He has superhuman strength, speed, durability, and a regenerative healing factor. He is created by Ted McCall and Ed Furness. And that's F-U-R-N-E-S-S. Different spelling of Furness. I might be pronouncing that right. Sometimes names are pronounced differently than how they are spelled. Now, the Grand Slam comics were first started in 1941. When Commander Steele would come around, he would typically be the leading character in the comics, and that speaks to his popularity. I don't know how many issues he was in altogether, but apparently Jack Steele was fatally wounded by a German shell, and he was saved from the death by an unidentified scientist who injected him with the elixir of power. Can anybody say Captain America? He fought Nazis throughout the entirety of the war, and after the war he decided to become part of the International Police Service, which that sounds like Interpol. I also found that Commander Steele was also done by Rod Reed and Otto Binder, which I do believe I mentioned Otto Binder before. It looks like he appeared in Volume 3 of the Grand Slam comics and even Volume 4, appearing on a number of covers. So he was a featured cover for a number of issues when he appeared. Coming in next, Mr. Monster. Don't worry, he's a good guy. Mr. Monster, Dr. Jim Sterney, would first appear as Doc Sterney in WOW Comics number 26 in 1945. And then he would officially go by Mr. Monster in Triumph Comics number 31. Now, both in 1946, both of these were part of Bell Features. Mr. Monster is a medical doctor, an expert marksman who carries an automatic pistol. He wears a chainmail suit and uses a powerful flashlight. I have no idea what that means, but it was put as part of his accessories. So take that one as you will. Okay, I'm going to take this quote directly. In this world of ours, nothing is perfect. From time to time, strange children are born to normal humans. Infants resembling animals having strangely wrapped minds and bodies occasionally enter our world. Fortunately, few of these creatures survive, but the fact remains, some do. These form the basis of most of our ancient legends concerning werewolves, Frankensteins, vampires, etc. Fascinated by the studies of the abnormal beings, young Dr. Jim Sterney has devoted his life to tracing down these creatures and has become known throughout the medical world as Mr. Monster. And now we will come to the last hero on our list today, Canada Jack. Canada Jack, first name unrevealed, first appeared in Canadian Heroes Volume 1, Number 5, from Educational Projects of Montreal in 1943. Canadian Jack is at the peak of human fitness. He is as agile as a human being can be. He is greatly skilled in acrobatics. He has a working knowledge of jiu-jitsu and possibly other martial arts, and an expert horse rider. Let's see, it says extra strong and athletic, gymnastic, jiu-jitsu expert horseman, and apparently a pilot. So he is very versatile. He looks like he's also been a member of the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Let's see, Canada Jack was created by George Menendez-Ray, and I hope I'm saying that right. Canada Jack would appear in 26 issues of the Canadian Heroes comics. Looks like they had a number of volumes, and that would be between 1943 and 1945. In 1945, he would also get his own titled comic, titled The Thrilling Adventures of Canada. Shoot. Too early for this. The Thrilling Adventures of Canada Jack. And this would be the same year that Educational Project stopped publishing comic books. Therefore, they took him out of crime fighting. Canada Jack, who is an athlete and an adventurer, decided that he should put his skills to fighting crime. He would fight, the Axis powers and anybody else who was against the Canadian ideals. while the war was going on. He would form his own club called the Canada Jack Club, and what this would do was encourage the youth to put their talents to useful and patriotic activities. He would also use this as a network to get information on enemy activities. After a while, he was targeted specifically by the enemies because of all the disruption that he put into their activities. Canada Jack would only venture out of Canada once, and that would be when he would fight Nazis in South America. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I mentioned in a few videos back, reviewing Golden Age heroes from other countries do open up a whole new list. It's not that I ran out of US Golden Age characters, not even close. There's so many. It's just that the ones from other countries, it's interesting seeing how they managed to do the Golden Age too. So that does it for this video. I hope you liked it, and until next time, we're gonna do another one. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.